What up, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share if possible because it does help my channel. You know what I mean? All you gotta just press the like and the subscribe. You'll be helping my channel out a lot. It's free. Check out the playlist where I have all the videos and their folders. Make the video looking for a lot easier. Now, what I want to talk about was actually something that I see often happen a lot, and I don't understand why. When we're talking about jobs, right? Like having a job, you as a man, you need to have a job, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be sitting on the couch, not doing nothing with yourself. You gotta work. Despite what a lot of people out there like to say, and a lot of gang members do work. Most gang members work. I know it's one of the things that, oh, you live with your mom. Those are all lies that people just throw out there. I think almost every gang member I know have their own pads and work. So I don't know what people are talking about when they say stuff like that. Anyway, when it comes to having a job, a lot of times you hear people make fun of people that work at McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Little Caesars. Why that is, I have no idea. They're trying to, get some form of income. Regardless, any job, no matter what it is out there, is going to teach you some good lessons. You know what I mean? Whether it's dealing with other people, so customer service, whether it's being productive, staying on time, whether it's teaching you to be organized. But you're getting some things that's going to be beneficial. If you do decide to go somewhere else or something better comes along the way. Like what I tell people, when you talk about Jack in the Box, McDonald's, and stuff like that, it doesn't mean you have to work there forever, right? If you don't have a job, if this place is hiring, you work there until something better comes along the way. But meanwhile, while you're waiting, you're at least getting some form of revenue, some form of income. You know what I mean? No one's telling you that you got to work there until you die. You know what I mean? And even jobs like those could provide some kind of benefits, like you could become manager, you know what I mean? And believe it or not, managers from like places like that, they get paid pretty good money. Those bastards, they do. They make, I know some homies that are managers that they get paid pretty well, dog. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised. It's crazy. So there's opportunities, wherever you go, even in places like that. People like to make fun of places like that. Those are ignorant people. Don't listen to them individuals. There ain't nothing wrong with working at these locations and stuff like that. You know what I mean? People that like to talk like that, don't worry about them. They don't live no better than you. You know what I mean? They're just trying to hate. There's nothing wrong with working at locations like that. As long as you're getting some form of bread, or while you go to school or anything like that, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. You know what I mean? Because at least you're trying and doing something with yourself. I know a lot of people like to, try to break down people and shit like that. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? If the man has a job, there's no need to clown on that individual. You know what I mean? He's got a job. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody was made to be doctors and lawyers, because if that's the case, then we would all be doctors and lawyers, and who would work at all these locations? You know what I mean? I mean, you still need all these people, these jobs for society to function. Yeah, everyone has their gifts and their techniques. You'll be surprised. You could be the most intelligent person, but you wouldn't know how to do this and that, or like what a cook does, or drywall. You know what I mean? All your knowledge in the world wouldn't be able to teach you to do those things, like how these vatos, already perfected their technique. You know what I mean? So everyone will have their talents, despite what field you're in. You should never hate on an individual, for him, doing what he does. He's getting his grind on. And you can't knock another person for getting their grind on. I never clowned on my homies for working at Jack in the Box or McDonald's, nothing like that. That's a job, my boy. They should at least trying. A lot of these people that are clowning and all this, my boy, they ain't doing nothing with themselves. All this fake bragging about hitting licks and all that, motherfuckers, flossing all this fake ass money, bro. Those stunts ain't working, dog. You see right through them. Fools don't got paper like that. You know what I mean? The real people that have paper like that, my boy, they ain't showing it like that either way. It's ridiculous, the games that people play, the illusions that they try to give. That's the world that we live in, where they feel like they have to paint this type of image the only way to be accepted. It's lies, bro. It's lies. You know, that's somebody that's not comfortable in their own skin. They got to create this imaginary world for themselves in order to feel like they're important, or feel like if um, they're actually, you know, achieved something, you know, because in reality they feel like they're not happy with their real life, that they have to create this illusion. That's the sad reality of it. But you can't knock another person for getting his grind on, despite what kind of job it is. Hey, at least they working, they getting their grind on. So, you know, if you know, you should just get a job like that until something better comes along the way. You know what I mean? But at least you're getting some form of revenue. That's the best advice I could give, at least for the meanwhile. You know, you're getting some kind of paper, so you should never be ashamed of getting a paycheck, homie. It's better than hitting licks and robbing banks and shit like that. I'll tell you that much. But that's just my opinion on the matters. You know, I'm Shadow. We out.